Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint Germain family, and I guess welcome to all Chelsea fans as well, because this is your secondary team. But yeah, Paris Saint Germain, as we all knew, drew 3-3 to Strasbourg, and it feels a bit weird. We drew 1-1 versus Lille in our last game, away, with also a rotated squad. But I'm more content after this game, even though we conceded 3 goals. Last time we only conceded 1. Towards the end of the game, and we were playing at the Parc des Princes as well, and that's because I guess the performance didn't match the result. The weird thing though is the XG, because Strasbourg had above 2 XG. I think that's by far the highest XG we've conceded this season, apart from the Toulouse game, but Toulouse game doesn't really count because they had 2 penalties, which is really high XG, and Chevalier even saved both. But they had 12 shots, 7 shots on target, 4 big chances, basically nearly equaling us, like only 2 less shots on target, only 1 big chance less than us. So very close. And we got a lot of the shots and so on towards the end of the game when Strasbourg was sitting more back. They didn't really have any attacks in the last 20. They had some openings. Great defending from Zaire-Emery, Warren, Lucas, and so on, Pacho as well. But yeah, I don't know. Going obviously into the game, we knew it was going to be a tough game. Strasbourg sitting 3rd before this game. Paris Saint Germain sitting 1st, only 1 point behind the 2 teams. And then we saw the lineup, a heavy rotated lineup from Luis Enrique. Desiree Doué is a starter when we have our best 11. Zaire-Emery, is he not? He's like a half starter. We still don't know if he's the starter or Marquinhos when he comes back. And Chevalier is a starter, obviously. The rest are all, rotation players. Sini Mayulu even having to play as a runback. Goncalo Ramos, Mbaye. Shout out to Barcola, Kangidli, Beraldo, Lucas Hernandez. And I can mention some stuff here about Strasbourg. I mean, I thought Strasbourg were really good this game. Du on the right looked good. Barco as a midfielder. He's a left back. He looked really dangerous. Morera, top player. I remember last time we played Strasbourg, then this time again, really good. I remember Luis Campos wanted him at PSG, but this is the guy I think we have to talk about. Joaquin Panicelli. Could have scored a hat-trick today. Incredible finishes. First header, second shot, and then had another header that went really close by the post. And his link-up was amazing, man. Some 1-2 touches with the chest, with his foot. And then I look at Goncalo, man. I see Pinichilli, and I look at Goncalo, and I'm like, Goncalo Ramos has to be the easiest player to upgrade upon, because he's the first one I want to talk about. He got a goal from a penalty he was not involved in. Shout out to him for scoring the penalty. But Luis Enrique has to stop doing this. I've said it multiple times. I would rather see Mayulu as the striker. I would rather see Enjanto as the striker. I would rather see Mbaye completely out of position as a striker, because I don't want Goncalo Ramos to get these minutes. I think it's disrespectful to the PSG players when they see Goncalo Ramos starting ahead of them. I don't know what he's doing in training sessions that I'm missing, which Luis Enrique is screaming over. Because I really don't know this amazing thing that Goncalo Ramos gives us. I mean, he was found so many times with Beraldo through the lines, and he couldn't do anything with the ball. Just could not do anything with the ball, and just overall, Mbaye, always baby steps. We're looking at the trajectory. When he played off the right, honestly, he was not good. But then as soon as he was put on the left, the energy, the pace, the willingness, the pressing, the physicality, love it from Ibrahima Mbaye. Bradley Barcola, very good game. Obviously got subbed out. He had a recent injury and is probably going to start the next game versus Leverkusen in the Champions League. Great goal from Barcola, linking up with Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué got an assist today and was obviously won the penalty. Someone actually mentioned this in the chat, 0 out of 9 dribbles. Just came back from a long-term injury. That's something, he obviously has to improve on. I mean, that's one of his biggest strengths, but was involved in 2 goals, showed some good energy. Obviously lost the ball for Strasbourg's second goal, so that's something he can improve on, but happy to get Desiree Doué back, and happy he's impactful as well. Very important from Doué. Warren Zaire-Emery. Stand up. If you're stand up. As the 6, captain armback. Because this time he played as if he was the captain. Wonderful performance from Warren Zaire-Emery, especially his defensive, recoveries. His passing obviously is nowhere close to a level of a Vitinha or something, but it didn't look that much of a negative effect. And for the people that don't know, Warren Zaire-Emery after the last game versus Lille, ended his relationship, which he's had for like 1.5 years. And she's actually, I think, a goalkeeper in the women's under-19 team or something. And I'm very happy for that. Because when I talked about Warren's confidence and form, I always talked about he's too comfortable in his life. And I do believe that his girlfriend at this age is definitely a negative thing. Breaks up with her, has his best performance in a very long time. I don't think that's a coincidence. Very happy with Warren. And it's not just this game. Overall, this season, he's shown baby steps. This was a huge step. But he's showing this season already better than last season. Just keep it going, Warren Zaire-Emery. Keep it going. Very proud. Kangin Lee, I need him to take more responsibility in this team. I felt in the second half, towards the end of the game, Kangin Lee took responsibility, creating opportunities, taking the shot that hit the post. But in the first half, the same thing happened in the little game, less impactful. It takes him a little bit more time to get into the game. Need to see that improvement from Kangin Lee. Seni Mayula, I mean, this is a genius. This is a genius. The face of the academy, alongside Warren Zaire-Emery. I mean, Seni Mayulu is playing as a right back in today's game, still getting a goal and being involved in so much as well. Superb, top player. Like at one point, we had Mayulu, we had Warren Zaire-Emery, we had Njanto and Ibrahim Mbaya all on the same side. And I was like, as a proud father, you know, seeing the players from our academy, very proud. Zabarni should not be losing the header to Pinicili for the goal, but apart from that, good, especially towards the end when the game got stretched out and he got put in many 1v1 situations versus their number 20 that came off the bench. Godo locked him up. Beraldo is basically two-faced. Here, okay, I don't think I can smile with one side and not, but yeah, that's Beraldo. With the ball, poof, superb, man. That ball to Desiree Doué, amazing. But defensively, got absolutely bullied constantly, 24/7. And if he's going to play in big games against big opponents, he's going to be one of the easiest targets for the opponent to go to. Lucas Hernandez, another decent game from Lucas Hernandez. 2 chances created as well. Very happy with Lucas. 2 games in a row. Very happy with him. Keep it up, Lucas. Chevalier, we talked about it. I think the second goal, he needs to do better. But he made an astonishing double save in the beginning of the game. And apart from that, the 2 goals, I don't blame that on Chevalier. But yeah, I mean, that's the players. Obviously, players came off the bench. Pachon, Chanto, Khvicha, and Nuno Mendes towards the end. And looking overall at the bigger picture, I even tweeted that I think, we have been way better in the UCL than in the league. Obviously, that's due to rotation and so on. Injured players as well. But yeah, it's been a very difficult start for PSG. Still here. As I mentioned in the review, I think that's the most important thing for us in the league at the moment, is just get the job done. 5 wins, 2 draws, 1 defeat from our first 8 games. Should be doing better. The least, in my opinion, is like a 7-0 nil. 7 wins, 1 draw, 0 defeats. But we've had a very tough start when it comes to the players missing and injuries and so on. So happy we're still first in the table. Obviously, Marseille and Lyon, all they need is to beat Le Havre or Nice, which they would probably do. They would leapfrog us at the top of the table. We'll just have to get our victories. But now, coming up is Bayer Leverkusen for Paris Saint Germain in the Champions League. A game I'm extremely excited about. We got to go there and smack them. I want to see the best 11, and I will predict a high goal scoring game. Hopefully Fabian Ruiz, João Neves, Dembele can be back for that game. I think Marquinhos is a little bit later. He will come back, but I would love if Fabian and Neves comes back for that game. But looking overall at the bigger picture, 2 draws and 1 defeat in our last 4 games in Ligue 1, with our only victory coming against Auxerre. And that was not a pretty victory either from Paris Saint Germain, from what I remember. Right? He scored in this. Yeah, Zabarni Beraldo getting the game. So we definitely need to up the level in the league. It's not been good enough. Yes, we have had rotated weaker lineups, but we still need to do better. Conceding 3 goals is not acceptable anyway, especially at the back. So we got to see improvements. Like here, Brest, Lorient, Nice. These 3 games, it has to be 9 points. It has to be 9 points going to the Bayern game. And then it's a tough, early title deciding game here versus Lyon away, which is a tough stadium to go to. So expecting better results. But honestly, we were down 3-1 at one point. I love the motivation and morale coming back. And we had so many chances. Kang in the post, Goncalo for that rebound. We had a couple of opportunities. But I think conceding 3 goals is what made us not get the 3 points this game. Because usually when you score 3 goals, you win the game. We didn't. Yeah, we scored 3 goals, but we conceded 3. So that's to be improved upon. But yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this video. That's been it from boy PS Gent, and as usual, allez, Paris.